Hi everyone, my name is JT Pilot, and today I'll be making another video. This time we'll be doing the 40th Jacksonville International Airport date, and this is for January of 2024, and this commemorates the 5-year anniversary of my YouTube channel. And yes, the day this video is coming out, January 25th, 2025, marks the 5-year anniversary of my first ever video to this YouTube channel, which was a collection video. So today's video will be honoring the anniversary by doing a special airport date. I did make some minor changes to the airport, and you'll see that throughout the video. Hint, I did move some airlines around just to change it up a little bit, and make this airport a little bit more realistic. So, and yeah, we do have a few new subscriber routes in today's video. So if you do want a subscriber route, fill out the Google form in the description below if you're interested. And yes, and I will feature more of them in the next airport day. I'm just a little bit on the time crunch for this airport update, so that's why I did not include some of the other ones. So now let's get started off with the first few aircraft that are taxiing around and that are on the runway. So let's get started. Start with the first aircraft here. Here you have the Southwest 737-700 with the blended winglets. He just arrived in from New Orleans, and he was about to take off for Burbank in California. So, yeah, sending out my prayers to all the individuals involved in the wildfires out in Southern California. It's pretty devastating to see what's going on out there. Our next aircraft up is the Delta Embraer E-175. He will be heading out to Cincinnati today, and Delta Connection aircraft. So. Moving on to our next aircraft, here we have an American 747-800 with the winglet logos. This aircraft is number 3 for takeoff, and he's heading out to Phoenix. Might as well get this JetBlue A321 over here. So here's a JetBlue A321neo with the ribbons tail, and he is taxiing out for a flight out to Los Angeles. Next up, we have the Japan Airlines 787-9. He will be taxiing out for a flight out to Tokyo Haneda. And then we have the Southwest 747-MAX 8. He's just arrived in from Baltimore, and he'll be soon heading out to Houston Hobby. Moving on to the next aircraft here, the Spirit Airbus A321neo, and he's doing a flight today out to San Juan in Puerto Rico. And then this Sunwing 737-800 is taxiing over to the international gates, and he just arrived in from Toronto Pearson. And yes, Sunwing is still going as of today, so they'll be merged into WestJet soon, so that aircraft will cease to exist in the near future. And moving on to our next aircraft here, the United Airbus A320. This aircraft is doing the flight today out to Houston Hobby, Houston Intercontinental. Yeah, that's wrong, Houston. It's a Houston Intercontinental for this aircraft, and yeah, pretty typical aircraft for that route over my fictional airport. Moving on to the next aircraft, here we have the British Airways Boeing 777-200ER, and he's just arrived in from London Gatwick, and he's making a return flight out there. So so in the wintertime, British Airways sends the 777s, and in summer times they'll send the A350s. So there's something a little different there, and just want to change it. Just want to change it up a little bit to feature the beautiful 777. And then moving on to the next aircraft, this Qantas 787-9 is touching down on the runway after coming in from Sydney. So a pretty long flight there. And yeah, we got a little plane spotter there, one of our airport employees. We got John over here. He's documenting the landing of the Qantas 787. Yeah, he's an aviation enthusiast like the rest of us. So there you go. That's like adding this random cameos in the airport. Having all the little people from Jets and Miles. This makes the airport just more realistic. Then we have the Viva Airbus E320. This aircraft, we'll say he's just arrived in from Guadalajara, and he's heading out to Tijuana in Mexico. So some new routes there from Viva Airbus. So yeah, grateful to see that. And moving on to the next aircraft here, the Delta 717. This aircraft will be heading out to Raleigh-Durham today. And then we have the Condor Airbus A330-900neo, and this aircraft we'll say this Condor A330-900neo will be heading out to Frankfurt. And then moving on to our next aircraft, this is our first new model in today's video. There's only 2 other new models in today's video. Hopefully in the next month's update we'll have a few more new models we can go over. Proceeding on to our next aircraft, here's the beautiful entry models Delta Airbus A330-200. So this is a brand new model. Yes, I just reviewed it on my YouTube channel if you're interested. So Yeah. Yeah, really love this one. Grateful to finally have the Delta 830-200, and this is the last Delta mainline aircraft that did not have in my collection. So grateful to finally complete that fleet. And the only other Delta aircraft that's currently in service I do not have is the E-170. So I'll have to pick that aircraft up in the near future. So hopefully Gemini will do a re-release of that, or I'll pick up one of the old Gemini or Herpa models. And this Delta 830-200 is doing a domestic flyby service out to Atlanta. So yes, this because it's the winter season. Passengers are going to Florida for somewhat warmer weather. In Florida, I believe they've got snow in Florida. So yes, I guess you're going from one snowy climate to another. And where I live, we've also gotten snow. And we have not seen snow in three years. So yeah, it's something a little different there. And hence why this airport's pretty bright today, because the snow outside. It's a great day to film an airport video. Yes, so yeah. Getting past the rambling, moving on to our next aircraft, here's the Gull 737-MAX 8, and he is heading out to Brasilia. Proceeding on to our next taxiing aircraft, here we have the Gemini Jets Air France Airbus A350-900, and this aircraft will be heading out to Paris Charles de Gaulle. This may be the last airport day with this aircraft, just because I will be soon getting the Aviation 400 version for review. It has a much better mold, and I can't wait to review Aviation 400's new A350 mold. Proceeding on to your next aircraft, you have the Frontier Airbus A320. You can see some of the changes over there. And yes, in this Frontier Airbus A320 has just arrived in from Trenton, and ABC heading out to Indianapolis. And then we had the Alaska 737-900ER, and he's heading out to Seattle today. Then we had the lovely NG Miles United 737-MAX 8 taxiing out from Terminal 1, and he's heading out to Denver today. And then we had the American Airbus A319 taxiing out for a flight out to Wilson's aircraft out to Philadelphia for him. And moving on to our next aircraft, the Allegiant Airbus A319, and he's just arrived in from Allentown in Pennsylvania, and be soon making a return flight out there. Moving on to our next aircraft, here we got the ITA Airways Airbus A350-900, and he's heading out to Rome Fiumicino International Airport. Then we have the beautiful Southwest California 1 737-800, so once again continuing to send prayers out to the individuals affected by wildfires in California. So this Southwest California 1 737-800 will say this aircraft is just arrived in from Long Island Islip, and he's soon heading out to Nashville. And then we had the JetBlue Airbus A220-300, and he's just riding in from Albany, and he's soon heading out to Buffalo. And then we have the Icelandair 737-MAX 9, and he's heading out to Reykjavik, Telfavik. And then we had the Virgin Airbus A350-1000, and he's heading out to Manchester. Another new model to the collection, and I know this aircraft isn't in service yet, but I just had to feature it in today's airport date. Here we have the United Boeing 747-MAX 10 and the sustainable air fuel liveries, with the Eco Demonstrator Explorer tiles. There's a lot to that. And yes, what a beautiful entry model here, and grateful to finally have this model in the collection. This was a CRP model I just picked up. So this aircraft, we'll say he will be heading out to Newark today, so no idea where United's going to base their MAX 10s out yet, but I assume they'll be basing them out of hubs like Newark and Washington, Dallas. That's my guess, though. That's where a lot of the other MAXs are based at. And then you have the Copa 737-800. He's heading out to Panama City. Then we have a few taxi aircraft out of the international gate. So here we have the WestJet 737-800. And he's doing the flight today out to St. John's as a new seasonal route starting this year, so that's pretty exciting. And then we had the Avianca Airbus A320. Don't mind the Matt doing his thing over there. And this aircraft will be heading out to Bogota and Colombia. And starting off with some models over at Terminal 3. So starting with the international gates, here we have the Porter Bird E195-E2, and he will be heading out to Ottawa today. Then we have the Cayman Airways 747-MAX 8, and he's heading out to Georgetown. So beautiful international model, some of my most favorites. And then we have the Air Canada Airbus A321, and he is heading out to Vancouver today. So that route's been upgraded to an A321 for the wintertime season. And that's great to see the regular Air Canada livery make a return on the A321. Then we had the Emirates Airbus A350-900, and now this is a somewhat realistic route, as Emirates has officially inaugurated their A350s in their fleet. So this aircraft will be heading out to Dubai today. So what a beautiful Gemini Jets model. And yeah, so Moving on to our next aircraft here with the KLM Boeing 777-300ER, and he will be heading out to Amsterdam. And moving on to the Delta gate. So I have made some minor changes over here. So I just eliminated the regional gate over here just to make the section a little bit more realistic, since technically where the regional gate was, that's where the terminal is supposed to be on the mat, and this makes the airport just look a lot better if I'm not cramming in aircraft and are actually have their proper stands. Maybe in the future I will do a map redo to make it even better Jacksonville Airport. So you may see it in the future, you may not, because this is the 5-year anniversary of this airport. So maybe some changes are coming. Anyway, so starting off some Delta aircraft, and starting off a beautiful one. Here we have the brand new NG Models Delta Airbus A350 and LA-20 livery. What a beautiful model. All I really got to say about it, and grateful to finally have this model in the collection after a few months. So there you go. And this aircraft will be heading up to Cape Town today in South Africa, Airplane 9ers Airport. One more change I've made over here is the wide-body. The wide-body aircraft finally have double gates, or the wide-body gates finally have double jetways. So that's really exciting to see. And makes it look a lot more realistic. So you have the first class passengers board on the left gate and everybody else on the right gate. So that's something different there. And also these gates can be converted to have 2 narrow body aircraft. So that's something different I may do in a future airport date. So proceeding on to our next aircraft here, the lovely Delta Boeing 757-300 in the Transcon configuration. And he will be doing a flight today out to New York John F. Kennedy after coming in from Milwaukee or William Bendix Airport. And that is a new subscriber out there, so grateful I concluded in today's video. And then we have the Delta 747-900ER. This aircraft has, or the Dash 800 rather. So here is 747-800. This aircraft is just right in from Salt Lake City. And then we have the Delta Airbus A321 the Figular. So thank you to all my followers over the past 5 years. And this aircraft will be heading out to Detroit. And the final Delta aircraft over here is a Delta 747-900ER pushing back for a flight today out to Seattle. And proceeding on to some taxiing aircraft between the terminals. I am going to move my camera over here to change it up a little bit. So here we have the Delta Airbus A321neo. This aircraft is doing the flight today out to Los Angeles. And then we have the beautiful silver ATR 42 heading out to Key West. And then we have the final sighting of this aircraft over my airport for the foreseeable future. Here we have the Spirit Airbus A319s. So Spirit has officially retired their Airbus A319s this month, and one of their last A319 aircraft was November 535 November Kilo, and that's this exact same model there. So it's pretty grateful to include one of Spirit's last flights. And this aircraft will be heading out to Minneapolis or Leo's Paper Aviation's airport. He did say he really loves the Spirit A319, so sad to see these guys go. Grateful I can include his subscriber on today's video. So that's it for all the aircraft around Terminal 3. And proceeding on to Terminal 2, so we do have some new changes over here. We've got one airline that moved over here. So starting for the next aircraft here, the Breeze Airbus A220-300, and he's just riding them from Norfolk or my home airport, and he's heading out to Providence. Allegiant Airlines has announced several new routes over my Jacksonville Fictional Airport as they've been receiving more 737 MAX 8s in their fleet. So this Allegiant 737 MAX 8 200 will be heading out to Chattanooga in Tennessee after arriving in from Bangor, Maine. So 2 new routes there, and hopefully those are some of y'all's home cities. And then we have the Frontier Airbus A321neo and the Uzi the Orca Tail. This aircraft has just arrived in from Chicago O'Hare, and you'll be soon making a return flight out there. And look at that wonderful GSC. Then we have the Spirit Airbus A320, and he's getting his bags loaded for a flight out to Austin in Texas. And moving on to our next 2 aircraft, and we have some JetBlue Airbus A320 aircraft. So JetBlue has made their return to Terminal 2. They were in Terminal 1 for a while just to share a gate with American Airlines to fulfill their Northeast Alliance requirement, but the Department of Justice did strike that down, so JetBlue has moved on back to Terminal 2. And it's good I can put them here because I can give them some more gates, and we have some more JetBlue aircraft and airport dates. I do have a ton of these aircraft, and this I can add some more varieties. So starting for our first JetBlue aircraft, here we have the JetBlue Airbus A321 with the Prism Tail. This aircraft will be heading out to New York John F. Kennedy Then we had the JetBlue A320 with the high-rise tail, and he will be heading out to Boston Logan. And since I moved JetBlue over to Terminal 2, I have removed one Southwest gate, and we did have a lot of Southwest aircraft and airport dates, so we can deal with this one last for now. So even I still love Southwest models. So starting off our next model, here we have the Southwest 737-800. Again, actually a Southwest 737-800, so sorry about the cut there. So this Southwest 737-800 has just arrived in from St. Louis and be soon heading out to Dallas Left Field. Pushing back now, here we have the Southwest 737-800 in the Louisiana 1 livery. And this aircraft has just arrived in from Birmingham and be soon heading out to Tulsa in Oklahoma. Then we have the Southwest 737 MAX 8. This aircraft just arrived in from Sacramento and be soon heading out to San Diego. And then we have the Southwest 737-700 with the split governor wings by Pana models. And this aircraft was just arrived in from Washington National and be soon heading out to Atlanta, Hartsville, Jackson. And proceeding on to Terminal 1. So this is where I've made some pretty major changes major changes in this airport update. So I have moved around some airlines. So we already moved over JetBlue to Terminal, they're over to Terminal 2 now. But over at Terminal 1, I have moved United and American around. So United has taken American's old gates. I have removed the American regional gate that was once there. And now American has moved over here. So yeah, American has 4 gates. And then these 2 gates here are just for smaller aircraft, including regional jets and the 737 MAX 8, because that aircraft can fit over there. And then one narrow body gate, and they have the wide body gate over here. So yes, I just swapped United and American around just to change it up a little bit, and yeah. And Alaska still operates out of that 1 gate there. And then of course this is United / Star Alliance's wide body gate, and then this is a multi-use gate here for One World and Star Alliance. So today's video we have the Lufthansa 748. And then this gate over here can be used for American / One World wide body aircraft, or just American narrow body if we need to use that gate for whatever reason. And hence this double gate can be converted into this double wide body gate can be converted into 2 narrow body gates. Same, and I can put United aircraft if I need to over there, or an Alaska one. So if I want to change the capacity a little bit. So yeah, I really like where United is now. It looks so much better. They're always in the dark in the corner. So yes, after 40 updates, I decided to move them around so they can get a little bit more light, and they're just not in the corner anymore. And American can be there for now. So So starting off our next aircraft. So starting with first United aircraft here for United 737 MAX 9 in the Continental Globe livery. This aircraft today will be heading out to Washington Dulles. And then we have the United 737-900ER, and he will be doing the flight today out to Los Angeles. Here we have the beautiful flying pencil, this United 757-300, and he will be doing the flight today out to Chicago O'Hare. Then we have the beautiful Alaska 737-800 in the Disney Pixar Pier livery. Haven't featured this one in quite a while, so yeah, and this aircraft will be doing the flight today out to Portland and Oregon. And then we have the beautiful United 787-10, and he will be doing the flight today out to Lisbon in Portugal, so hopefully I can get a TAP model soon. And once again, United, American, and Delta are doing flights to their partner hubs that don't fly to Jacksonville. So for example, TAP Portugal does not fly to this fictional airport because they don't have a model from them yet, so United is just taking their place for now. So similar thing is for United route to Zurich, as I don't have the Swiss Airlines model, and hopefully that'll change soon. But yeah, so something to mention there in case any of you were wondering. Then we have the beautiful Lufthansa 747-8. Grateful to feature a passenger 747 in these airport dates. And this aircraft will be heading out to Frankfurt today. And then we have the American 787-9, and he will be doing the flight today out to Dublin in Ireland. So that is a new American route. And then we have the American Airbus A321 with the Sharklets. He will be heading out to Dallas Fort Worth today. Then proceeding on to our double gate here. So here we have the American 737 MAX 8. This aircraft will be heading out to New York LaGuardia. And we have the American Eagle CRJ-900 operated by PSA Airlines. And we'll be sending this aircraft up to Washington National. And that does conclude today's airport update. So once again, this was the 40th Jacksonville Fictional Airport Day, and this was for January of 2025. So yeah, crazy to say how I've been doing this YouTube channel for 5 years. So thank you to all my support over the past 5 years, and hopefully this year I can bring to you even more exciting content. Yeah, even with my busy schedule right now, yeah, which involves college and several other things. That's why there's been less videos recently. Yeah, so I've been doing the reviews and airport dates, but some of the other videos have been on hold for a bit, like the Norfolk airport dates, and I do intend on bringing those back at some point. So yeah, and other than that, I do plan on bringing you guys more content this year, so just stay tuned. Yeah, so not much else I really want to say in today's airport day. I just want to go over some of the changes I've made to the terminals over the past month. Just change it up. Yes, I did have to remove all the models. Yeah, I did have to remove all the models just because they had to repair the AC unit up here, so I can have heat up here. So so I had to remove all my airplane models, and I did some inspections of models, and yeah, I had to clear off the airport. So that's why I decided to change it up a little bit as well. So so that's it for the rambling in today's video, and I'd like to thank y'all so much for watching this video, and have a wonderful day and have a wonderful weekend.